We're taking a look at the Atlanta Hawks to kick off the NBA season previews. Off-season additions. G. Thabo Sefolosha, 3 years $12 million. G. Kent Bazemore, 2 years $4 million. Drafted. Ephedrine Payne, 15th overall. F. C. Walter Tavares, 43rd overall. F. Lamar Patterson, 48th overall. The biggest splash of the Hawks' free agency this summer was shipping point guard Lou Williams and the rights to 7-foot Brazilian Lucas Nogueira, who was selected number 16 overall by the Celtics in 2013, to the Raptors for John Salmons, who they eventually waived. Atlanta's off-season went about as poorly as Danny Ferry could have imagined. The Hawks went into this year's free agency with tons of cap space, and the hopes of luring a big-name free agent to the ATL, but sadly came up empty-handed. After an 8th seed finish in the East and a loss in the first round, even though it was a very competitive and exciting series against Indiana, the Hawks were looking to add some depth to the roster. Ferry did manage to come away with 2 team-friendly deals to Sefolosha and Bazemore, but unless either of these guys makes a significant leap this season, I don't see a trip to the playoffs in the near future for the Hawks. Atlanta appears to be the 4th best team in the Southeast behind Miami, Washington, and an improved Charlotte team, and I just can't imagine them backing into the playoffs again this year. Atlanta is a very good team when healthy though. Al Horford and Paul Millsap create a nightmare frontcourt duo for opposing teams, and Kyle Korver, who has finally found a great fit in Mike Budenholzer's scheme, is always a threat from anywhere on the court. My guess is that this team just doesn't have enough to keep up with their foes in the East, but don't completely write them off, they might just end up surprising some people this season. Final prediction, record, 38-44 division, 4th, conference, 10th, adventurous prediction, the Hawks surprise everyone, and Mike Budenholzer leads the team to a top 4 seed in the East, and by doing so wins Coach of the Year. Al Horford stays healthy for an entire season, and earns a few All-NBA votes. Ephedrine Payne's game translates perfectly over to the NBA, and he plays big minutes as a stretch 4. Payne's play leads to him winning Rookie of the Year, and he dedicates the award to Princess Lacey.